Oh man, here I go again.
Change has come to the enduring halls of Ironforge.
Let's watch
Obsessed
it
with the
together.
workings of the Titans, the dwarves retrieved their creator's mystical tablets from the fabled city of Ulduar. Activating one such tablet,
Ironforge.
King Magni Bronzebeard fell prey to a terrible curse that fused his statue-like form into the diamond heart of Ironforge itself.
Oh, they updated it.
To compound this
That shows you how long I've made an
Magni was
orc.
a strange daughter
Or
of
not an
the
orc, a dwarf.
claiming her father's throne for herself and for her infant dark iron son. To avert civil war, the dwarves created the Council of Three Hammers.
When did they change
an
this?
uneasy coalition that
Cataclysm?
shared power equally amongst the clans. Now, with political upheaval rising,
When I first started playing World of Warcraft, I used to make a ton of different tunes. And I always remembered their intro. But this is different.
Like you.
Alright. Now I know what you're wondering. Hey, Colonel. What you watching? Can you not see? Oh god, that scared me for a second there. No, you can see. Colonel, it's time. It's time for the Buck Naked Challenge. The Average Joe Challenge. Don't worry, I'm still doing Average Joe. I am. But I'm going through the leveling process way too quick. You know, that it doesn't feel like a challenge. So it's time. I've been saving this one in my back pocket. Because when I started Average Joe, I was like going through everything so quick. And I was I don't know. I need a harder challenge. So it's time. I'm gonna play as this dwarf without any gear and without a weapon. That's right, you get to see this guy naked 24/7. You know. Oh my gosh, no fast select? What? Oh man, that's gonna annoy me going back and forth. Oh, and I'll have to go through my options and interface. There we go. He's beautiful. It looks like he's already wearing a belt. You'll notice that when I play. Hey, other voice in my head. When I play, I keep my interface very simple, extremely simple even. What am I looking for? Action bars. All right, and that's it. This is how I play the game. Auto loot, extra action bars. That's all you need. Anyone that needs extra stuff is going crazy, I swear. And I can't sell anything until I get indoor. Oh wait, I can sell it here. I'll still be able to use my Hearthstone. It'll be basically Average Joe, but with no gear or weapon. And I know what you're thinking. I should have made a monk. But that's too easy. I like to really make myself suffer. Okay, so I have no weapon, so I can't even use this ability. So, let's go through the very little abilities that I have. I have nothing. I have nothing for now. But in the future, when I get charged, I just ram myself in to like the tunes. I did this a while ago, probably a year ago, and I died in one key location, so I know where to stay away from. So, and it's very close. It is not. You don't get very far. I died right here on 3 other butt naked challenges. So I need to like grind EXP right here, and then I can go forward. But let's just start off with a nice easy quest of just punching stuff to death. Yeah, that's right. Later I do get some better. It's a good thing I get this now. I think this will help me out a lot more. Three voices in my head. How are y'all doing? I like talking about World of Warcraft lore. If it's your first time here, hi. My name's Anglai. And if you're wondering, what the heck am I doing? Yes, you're right. Man, I should have made a monk. It's been a week just playing on my favorite private server, waiting for Blizzard. FBI style. You got it. I believe in you. Finally, charge. I should be able to use charge. Yes. Okay, that will help out a lot. Because it does extra damage. Made him look like he's just completely angry. That was one reason why I made a dwarf. Was because he just looked like he was, you know, like you drink some grog and you get angry and you start a brawl. He came out of the bar clearly, and he's just like, I'm gonna punch that guy in the face. That's how I always imagine this character.
How are you?
How do I heal you? There we go.
Great to meet you.
Definitely played World of Warcraft before. Now the real question is, what are we all drinking? I can't drink alcohol because I got work tomorrow morning. Water's healthy. We don't drink water around here. I'm kidding. It's better. Ozoroka? What the heck is that?
What's on your mind?
I've never heard of that brand. Azaraka? A-Z-A-R-K-A. Azaraka. Azaraka? Hey, Jemima. Alright, I can't use this ability. It requires a shield.
What can I do?
It's gonna be one of those kind of challenges. Texas-based water brand. Does it taste good? Does Texas water taste different? Like, every state has their own filtration standards. And there's like a website you can go on and test your waters, like tap water purities. I checked out the one that I moved from. Turns out I was drinking better tap water from where I originally was versus where I am now. Oh, there is a quest in here. You were gonna let me miss that.
Here they are.
Anything is better than Dasani. It's, believe it or not, did I miss another quest? Coke adds stuff to Dasani because Coke makes Dasani, and it makes you more thirsty so that you get more Dasani. That's literally the whole point to it. Never drink Dasani. It just makes you want more water. No idea. I'd have to look at a bottle, but I don't have one around here because I have a no Dasani policy in my household. Because it's a waste of money. That's another thing. Bottled water is a waste of money. That is the dumbest thing in the universe. You are paying for someone to bottle water for you that comes free out of the tap. Borderline. Okay, hold on. You have to pay for your water bill. Carbonated water, they say like the carbonating like fusion process, it messes with your enamel in your teeth. I don't like carbonated water. Water, like bland flavored liquid that is bubbly, tastes weird. Dwarf artifacts. If anything is carbonated, it should have like a flavor to it. Cause tap could be toxic. If your tap water is toxic, go talk to like your board of directors and say, hey, I'm drinking poop water, do something about it, because they legally have to. All water that comes out of the tap, no matter where you're from, has to be filtered enough for the FDA to be regulated for you to be like healthy to drink. Otherwise, you can fight against it.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Because it was disgusting. It ain't gonna taste great, but it's a lot cheaper. It is like 1,000 times cheaper than to drink it out of the tap than to buy a bottled water. It's ridiculous. And it's sad too, because some like water, it's cheaper to get like soda and sugary drinks than it is to get actual water. So people on food stamps, it's cheaper for them to get this sugary stuff for their kids than it is to get actual clean water. But that's a side tangent for another day. Because this is not a political channel. This is a World of Warcraft channel. Please, bring the conversation back to WoW. I like how I was the one that pushed it away from World of Warcraft. So funny. Anyway, Trogs. These guys. They're very interesting creatures. Who wants to learn about the lore of Trogs? So back when the Forge of Origination was creating the Titan Keepers and the gnomes and the dwarves, like mech versions of them, the old gods cursed the Forge of Origination with the Curse of Flesh, and the first ones to come out were these guys, were the Trogs. They were the first ones to come out of the machinery. And they started tunneling into the ground, and the keepers kind of just pushed them off to the side, and we're like, these guys are disgusting. And the reason why they're located here and throughout the world, especially in this location, was because they created tunnels. According to the lore, they heard the not mechagnomes. They heard like the gnomes in Nomergon creating and tinkering. There we go. And the sound made them tunnel all the way down here, which I find is hilarious, how there is secretly a tunnel network made all by trogs. The prices in Stormwind pay more for water than ale. Ugh. Which is also funny because back in like medieval time, it was cheaper and safer to drink alcohol than actual water. Who's ready for the next expansion? Who's ready for midnight? I have a couple of theories and ideas. Does that fall under politics? A little bit. Not talking about midnight. I just mean like the joke of Stormwind. Totally is, though. We are the... Okay, so the way that they released it as a saga instead of an expansion shows that midnight, we're gonna lose a lot of people. We're gonna lose a lot of faith. It's gonna be the downfall expansion. If you look at the expansion, or like not expansion, if you look at trilogies, when writing stories, looking at stories, when looking at stuff, whenever a trilogy is involved, the second one is always the downfall. Because instead of, if you just have one, the hero's journey, it all is based off of that. The hero's journey is what you see in every form of media, literature, books, movies, TV shows, or anything like that. The hero's journey is always in play. And when it comes to a trilogy, there must always be a downfall. And it fits perfectly within the second part of a trilogy. It's just where it is in storytelling. So for midnight, we are definitely gonna lose a foothold on Azeroth. We're gonna lose people. We're gonna it's gonna be labeled as a bad expansion. And I can see it now. I can see the people ranting and raving and typing at their keyboards and saying how bad midnight is. Because this horrible thing happened, that horrible thing happened. But if you look at it, it has to. Midnight is gonna be bad. Not gonna talk about politics. And then once the last Titan and the trilogy is over with, people will look back on the trilogy and realize what they were doing, hopefully. And then there's other people that just keep thinking the worst, and they're just like, oh my gosh, worst expansion ever. Victory Rush. Perfect. Another ability I can finally use.
How are you?
Time to sell. Probably should have kept the meat.
Be good.
Personally, I'm done with Blizz. Agreed. Blizzard has done a lot of horrible things. Blizzard has made a lot of mistakes, and they're casting too big of a net, and they don't realize who they are talking to anymore. Dry and I were recently looking up Rexar's lore, and his backstory with his clan back in Draenor is so dark. And that goes with Skullomance, it goes with Arthas, it goes with other writing styles that they did back then when creating the World of Warcraft universe. Everything was dark and gritty. And now everything is sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows and sprinkles everywhere. And the turning point was, I want to say before Shadowlands,
No.
but it was really during Dragonflight.
Hi.
Dragonflight was go team friendship,
Alrighty then.
and it ruined like the grittiness in World of Warcraft. I only play StarCraft 2 and Warcraft 3 and StarCraft 1, and none of those really paid attention. Yeah. It's sad. It's sad what they have done. You know what? That is a fast. No, yeah. No, yeah, I'll put that there. I miss the days of old World of Warcraft writing styles where everything had a darker meaning. But then again, I kind of like that stuff in any kind of writing, is like the darker, grittier stuff. But I also see it as a form of the fantasy back then when, you know, things were horrible. Bad things do happen. But when you make a story where this is the bad thing and you have to point it out and say, this is the bad thing. You look at Deathwing and you see a giant lava dragon and you're like, this is the bad thing. And the fact that you have to point out and say this is the bad thing is horrible. You shouldn't have to do that. Their actions should say that. Yes, he completely messed up the planet. I guess maybe that was the worst one that I could have picked. Let's do the Jailer. The Jailer, a guy imprisoned in hell, and the dev team has to say, this is the bad guy. Dora the Explorer, and you can spot the thing. Yes, exactly. It's like Dora the Explorer. Can you point out the bad guy? Very good. Who's the good guy? Very good. It should be them actually going through with their plans and you get to see it unfold. But half of the time, when you're playing Shadowlands, you don't see that stuff. The very first thing you see in Bastion is Maldraxxus invading Bastion because of the chaos going on in the Shadowlands. It wasn't even by the hand of the Jailer himself infiltrating them and saying, hey, Maldraxxus people, you should go invade Bastion. That was a completely separate event. The Jailer was not a part of that. If anything, the Jailer was like, I didn't plan that, but that's amazing. That actually kind of helps out with my plans. It's funny. It's dumb. It's funny dumb. Plus that darker content side is being cleaned up and being covered up and forgotten and shoved in the shadows. Which is kind of funny because the generation that mainly plays WoW is getting older. And they can actually listen to that darker, gritty storytelling now. But nope, gotta keep it clean. For who? I don't know. Don't I have to listen to her talk? Yeah, I have to listen to her talk. Oh, okay. The bots, macro transactions. You know, so the bots were horrible. I'll say there was a time when the bots were just the worst thing in the world, and Blizzard was not doing anything about them. They were so obvious, they stuck out like a sore thumb in front of raids and instances, and you would just be able to be like, that's a bot, welcome bots, hello bots. But then they started to clean it up, and I'm happy about that. And then I want to say, when I played Kata Classic, the auction house had a silver rod. It was 15 gold. That's insane. Back in Classic for 15 gold? That's nuts. The no matter what, there will always be gold farmers and bots in a game. But when it's that obvious, I feel like Blizzard should definitely step in. There's some stuff that you cannot control as a game developer, but there is plenty of stuff when you just see gold farmers on their regular route picking nodes like in the precise location. It's obvious. And then it also ruins the immersion of everyone else that's playing the game. Oh, I have to pick a weapon. And I can't use it. I was thinking about saying that one of the worst things that Blizzard did was... what's it called? The WoW token. In the beginning, I didn't like the idea of the WoW token. I'll be honest. At first, I did not like the idea of the WoW token. And then I really thought about it. And I think the WoW token is good. I'll say it. Where the heck am I going? Is there a cave around here? Oh, it's back here. But it's other stuff in the game that is being bought and sold for real life money. People buying and trading accounts. People that buy items in game with real world money, and then they have like a farmer just hand it over to them. I know I'm committing. Yes, I know. There's a reason to it. And I feel like the WoW token works because of the generation that is playing WoW today. Like I said before, I used to hate it. But you gotta think about it this way. If you're someone who has a lot of in-game gold and can just buy a WoW token, that's good. And if you're someone that just wants to buy some quick time or needs some in-game gold really quick, I feel like it was a good balance. Now, with that, retail WoW should be the only version that has a WoW token. And that's it. Full stop. The other expansions should not have a token. Only retail. Once you add it into those other ones, it destroys the nostalgia, the meaning, the grind, the feel for it. But with nowadays retail WoW, you need that fast-paced transactions because of who is playing it now. I would not be surprised if you looked at the statistics and there was more players coming back because of the WoW token. Yeah, it has to deal with the economy of WoW. The economy of the gold versus the economy of time versus the economy of actual out there real world money. And to balance all three of those is very difficult. But once it gets too big, then you're basically just creating a scam. I like WoW Token because of its cost. If it wasn't so expensive to get a WoW token, I would hate it. If WoW tokens were really cheap, I see a problem with that. Because then you're just doing what every online like gambling phone app in existence does. It's like even like Roblox. You use real life money to buy fake currency so that your brain doesn't understand that you're spending more money than you really are. Hold on. Oh, let me charge you. I might die. Oh, thank gosh. Okay. Let me just rest for a moment here. You have real money, and then you change it. Yeah, for whales. That's exactly it. So when you change real money into fake game currency, your brain doesn't see that fake currency as real money anymore. It just sees it as that fake currency. And then once you have your fake currency, you can spend it however you want, because you don't see it as real money anymore. You just see it as that goofy little token that I got. And that's why I hate games that have the toon currency that you can buy for gold. That's why I hate gold farmers. I hate people who buy gold online. And the reason why I'm okay with WoW Token, well, isn't WoW Token the same? You're buying a fake currency, but it's the price of it. You have to spend a lot of in-game gold for a WoW Token. And people use it as either time, or they do sell it for gold because some people just really need in-game gold. It's the price. If WoW Token was cheaper, I would hate it. I would say this is nuts. This is just another goofy currency in all those other games, and they're just looking for, how you said, with whales, just to buy and just keep using it over and over and over again. Which there's probably some whales out there for WoW tokens, but I feel like it's very restricted. That's another reason why I stick to old games. Yes, I agree that old games are the best games. If your game has to survive with toon currency, then it's not a game.
How are you?
It is no longer a game. And that's sad. And I see a future of World of Warcraft that I'm surprised they haven't done it yet, but I would not be surprised if they do it in the future, where it will completely die. And they're starting to lean towards it, which is the trading post. Trading post, you use trading tender to use it. And that's toon currency. And now right now, the only way that you can get trading post coins is to, where the heck is this guy? Oh, he's all the way over there. Is to do like in-game achievement, like micro achievements. But now, whenever you get a new expansion pack, they're now including the trader tender. And I don't think that's good, because it shows that down the line, one day, they will add it to their list of mounts and transmogs where you buy the toon currency that is trader's tender.
Very well then.
And then that will cause a massive problem. Random person, what's up? Random voice in my head, hello? Madeline? We're talking about toon currencies. Oh, I love it.
Alrighty then.
I really should stay here and grind. And gain some more levels. Because I'm only level 6. I might die out there. We're talking about the WoW token. How do you feel about the WoW token? Sounds French. Madeline. Quit moving.
What's on your mind? You good?
It's sad how far, as we were talking about, with Blizzard and how they had to have so many servers running just to hold so many people. And then they had to combine servers so that you could see other players.
Greetings.
We were in Stormwind the other day. We were trying to start the guild for Warcraft Rewrite, and we were trying to find people on our server, and it was difficult. I saw 4 or 5 other servers in Stormwind, a high populated area, and they had to have 4 servers all in one area just so that you could feel like there was a community. Pay to win. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem with the future. I'd say whether it be WoW token or gold buying, those are the next road that leads to pay to win. And it's a shame that it's like that. I feel like I say this and I feel it, that if this game becomes pay to win, then I will stop playing. But I know that I truly love the story too much that I don't think I could ever genuinely not play this game anymore. It would take something massive for me to not play this game, because I remember when they came out with level boosts and it put a sour taste in my mouth. That gross. This is now pay to win. Level boosts, item upgrades. and all this other stuff that you could use.
You got my attention.
I was never a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the heritage or not heritage armor. What is it? Like, I call it twink gear, with the people that put on that gear that once they create a character
See you soon.
and it gives them 15% extra EXP. I just call them twinkers. Some people might find that rude or offensive. Heirloom, that's it. My family just calls it I probably should stop saying that word. Luckily, gold buying isn't supported by Blizzard. Otherwise, it'd be insane that Blizzard would lose a ton of money from people. Blizzard lose a ton of money from people for not buying the game instead of using the gold farms. Yeah. It's crazy. I'll be honest, my brother bought gold once. Like a long time ago, he bought gold.
What's on your mind?
And then
Off with you. Hey, good.
the account that he was using got hacked. And so my character got hacked, and I logged we got the account back. It's not this one. It was his account, but my like characters were on it. And I logged in on my toon, and his bags were just full of the most expensive reagents that you could get your hands a hold of. Hold on.
Talk to me.
I have to go to Ironforge. It's kind of when Blizzard doesn't do anything about the gold farming and selling. It's from the perspective of the game developer, it is hard to you're gonna hate this. It's hard to catch them, and it's also easy to catch them. But I understand why it's hard. And I just hope that they are not doing it because of the reasons that it shows that they're playing the game, therefore they are a big number, therefore we should keep these people active. I hope that's not why. I hope that they are genuinely trying to catch these people.
Keep your feet on the ground.
And as a community, if you see people report it, I have a GM stopped the person from doing what they were doing, and I was sent a letter saying thank you. Honestly, if you're willing to buy gold from a random person, it's kind of on you and not Blizzard. I agree with that, but no matter what, there's going to be people out there that will want to buy. And it's not the person buying the gold, it's the person that is doing the gold farming itself that's the problem. I guess it is showing that if you buy it, that means other people will buy it. It makes you wonder how many gold cartels are out there. Who's the gold farmers that use their competition? Who is it then? It kind of makes me wonder. That's just Blizzard being lazy. I agree with that. You should be able to tell when there's a high influx of people in a certain location. I like how I'm getting all these items and I can't use them. I should sell this real quick. I think I'll keep the food. Hey, I haven't gotten this yet? Whoa, that looks weird. Hold on. I'll just apply it for a second. I just want the transmog. Oh, I could have just sold it. Alright, where is... Isn't there someone I can sell to?
What's on your mind? Safe travel.
Like, I've seen videos of people filming multiple bots running into walls. Yeah. See, now that's the problem. When it's that obvious and they're not being taken care of, it shows that Blizzard doesn't care anymore. That's what I really hate. But I've also seen videos of bots fishing in random watering holes up in the mountains that are very easy to hide from people. But when it's just a flood of bots just running around and they aren't being literal caught. Oh man, was I supposed to? I was supposed to buy that stuff. Boar ribs and the malt. I think I get it from the innkeeper.
What can I do for you?
There it is. And then boar ribs.
See you soon. What can I do for you?
Where's the boar ribs?
I have the finest wires in the land. Keep your feet on the ground. You got my attention. See you soon.
Maybe over here. It was so bad in Shadowlands, especially in Bastion. I remember a high influx of people. Where do I get the dang boar ribs? Oh, like just kill the boars around here. I'm a dingus. And sadly, how you say, je ne sais quoi, I'm kidding. They would flood the auction house with either stuff that is way overpriced. And what's crazy is there's a side of me that thinks that Blizzard is keeping those people around because it makes it look like the community is bigger than it is. Is that true? I don't know. But I would not be surprised if a AAA studio that is hanging by a thread is trying to show engagement in their game by keeping bots around to make it look like there's still players around. Ugh. Welcome, voices in my head. Watch me see how far I can get without any gear or weapons. Are you and Dry excited for player housing? Absolutely. I want to have my own house, but she says we have to do a house together. Ugh, it's disgusting. I'm kidding. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I might actually die here. I might have this, right? I might have this. I got this. Yeah. I totally got this. If I run away really quick, turn around, rush. I pulled another one. Yeah, this is bad. No, 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 no. I'm not reading your guys' comments right now. I might die. Okay. That was fun. I'm gonna eat. That wolf's gonna come over. Alright, anything else? Am I excited for player housing? Absolutely. And I love the way that they showed player housing. I hope it's still the same. If I went to I learned how to 3D model. And what's funny is the system that they use is exactly what I learned how to 3D model on. And the way that you use the items that you can decorate your house with in-game is literally the same layout and style that you would 3D model with. It's like a 1-for-1, and it's adorable, it's funny. And I can't wait to use the 3D modeling. I just want to know, like, I understand that it has to be in an instance zone, but when you have a neighborhood, I want to know how they do that. I'm very interested. I need to be careful so I don't pull two of them. Might be able to sneak around him, because there's quests in here that I need to do. Run, run, run. Hit. Perfect. Alright. Because at least far, I haven't seen the knowledge of a single bot in the private server. Just irks me, some random... Yeah. It's like a mosquito and a gnat. It's just bugs. Bugs are annoying. Bugs are there. It buzzes in your ear. It gets really annoying. Do I have to go? No, I don't have to go. I don't have to go in the tunnel. Not yet. They're annoying. They're always there. They're always buzzing in your ear, like me talking to into your ear holes right now, and they're just always there and annoying. But I don't think Blizzard sees it as a major problem, which they definitely should. They definitely should. They just don't see it as a problem because, again, it's just another player that they can use as a statistic to show that there's a lot of players playing the game, when in reality, if they got rid of all the bots and all the gold farmers and all the problems, then people will come back to their game and feel like they're actually playing the game. There'd be more engagement in the community. Prices would change. In-game gold, like, price per whatever they're going for would change. It would make the community feel like they're reconnecting and on an understanding standpoint. Oh gosh, that scared me. Yeah, they're removing the private servers. I noticed that. I think it's a bad idea. So there's two major things that a lot of companies have to deal with. And that's copyright and likeness, which is kind of like copyright. What's the other word I'm looking for? Copyright and kind of just letting people use your coding and models and stuff like that, like private servers. So with private servers, you're allowing them to use that information. IP protection, kind of. So when it comes to copyright problems, I think people, if there was walls up for copyright infringements, a company has the right to do that. I just pulled two guys. I am gonna die. I need a... Oh, gosh. Get me out of here. Give me a rabbit. Give me a rabbit. If they had copyright protection up and running and someone decided to create a private server, I completely agree with the fact that Blizzard has the right to take it down, and it's totally up to them. It's their stuff, it's their models, it's their IP, it's their story, it is World of Warcraft. But there's games, including World of Warcraft, that allows users to use the 3D models, story, and world, and all that other stuff, which is where private servers come from. They're allowing them to use the bricks and mortar to create their own ideas and expand on it. And one of the most well-known ones is that I always bring it back to whenever talking about this is Minecraft. There's so much stuff that you could do with Minecraft, and I agree with letting people use your stuff to create new worlds, and it lets people engage in it and understand it. The problem is that a studio that runs the main game realizes that they're having too much fun over there. We need them having more fun over here. Why aren't they playing our game? Why are they playing that stupid little game that someone else created? And they don't like that. So they create kind of fine print in finding ways of just getting rid of the server, which they don't have to do. They could just go in and just shut it down. They could easily do that for anyone. Yeah, there's a butt ton of mods in Minecraft. Exactly. Mods are fun. I love mods. Mods are amazing. Now, what a game studio should do is what Minecraft did. Minecraft Mojang, they realized, hey, this mod looks fun. People really like it. People are using it a lot. It has a bunch of downloads. Do you know what that means? We should delete it. No, I'm kidding. What Minecraft Mojang does is they add it to the base game. Horses is one of the best examples. Horses was not a part of the base game, and it wasn't randomly created by a person in the game studio. It was a mod, and then they just used it. There's a bunch of stuff like that. And that's such a smart way of getting people back to the base game. It's just using what people like. Because people like it. Strange, weird, amazing, fun. Who would have thought? But with Minecraft, or not Minecraft, with World of Warcraft, people have the private servers. And what does Blizzard do? They shut them down. You're having too much fun over there. How dare you? Sometimes the Sims team will hire CC creators and kit them because they don't support mods. Yeah, that's a little different, but I agree. To be honest, I don't know what a CC is. Character creator? But what Blizzard should be doing is, instead of just delete the server, it's getting too much traction, have them come to the base game again, is look at the server and realm and be like, oh, that's why they like it. Custom content. Oh, okay. Cease and desist. No. they see, instead of just getting rid of it, they should add it to the base game, which luckily they did do after the destruction of, was it Ascension? There was a side realm that was completely destroyed, and people went against it because it allowed the Horde and Alliance to play together, and they were like, we can't have Horde and Alliance play together. That wouldn't be World of Warcraft. And then Blizzard eventually realized, oh, people want to do this. Yes, that's it! Nostralius. Yeah. And that's what Blizzard should be doing. They should be looking at, why do people like this? Why do people want this? And they should be adding it to the base game. But they don't. Now, because a while ago, when they created finally vanilla classic realms after so much torment and destruction of so many other private servers, they realized, fine, we'll make it ourselves because we can make money off of it. I'm gonna go for this guy on the hill. He looks alone. Blizzard is becoming Nintendo. It's true. It's sad, but it's true. They want to hold on to their stuff. If you deal with anything that deals with catching little critters in the wild, Nintendo will be at your front door with a letter. It's crazy. No one in the game making space wants to touch little pocket monster or like monster catching games. No one touches it. Talk to any AAA studio. If you pitch that idea, they will turn it down faster than you can say, what? Alright, I need to head back to base camp without running into any trolls. I might run into a couple of trolls. I thought I just ran into a troll. Oh no. Okay, I can split this gap. Please don't aggro. And then they created the Season of Discovery with those runes. And they added more storyline. Boy, I wonder where that came from. Exactly what we were just talking about. Pay to win. Yeah. That's always the downfall of a game. If it becomes pay to win, it's disgusting. Will it make them money? Absolutely. And that's the problem. That is the major problem. When something becomes pay to win, the only thing that they need is a couple of people to get addicted to it, and they keep it. And it's horrible. That's the problem with video games. That's why you get so many ads for those little casino games that disguise themselves as some hero adventure game, when in reality it's just gambling. Have I played any other MMOs? I love Skyrim, Diablo, but like multi-world. Old school RuneScape, but I played old school RuneScape before old school RuneScape was a thing. I just played RuneScape when it was around. And then I came back and my brothers were like, just do old school RuneScape, and I was like, okay. Where's this quest? Where's this person? The perfect scout. Oh, they're leaning on the side of the... Let's see here. What else have I played? There was a time that we tried out Wizard 101 for like one day. And then near the end, it becomes pay to play, and I was just like, this is lame. Not gonna do that anymore.
Safe travels.
Wow, they added high elves for the alliance as actually high elves, not blood elves. See, they should have done that years ago. Back when the story mattered. Back when more than half of the player base understood what the story of World of Warcraft was. And that's when they should have done it. If they added high elves to the game now, well, they might actually understand what it is because they're leaning heavily on the elves right now. But let's say back in like from Cataclysm till Shadowlands, no one knows what a high elf is. The last time they heard about it or probably seen one was in Wrath of the Lich King. Oh gosh, I gotta be careful. There's another guy right there. Please don't pull, please don't pull. He pulled. Yay, I love it. I should probably move further away from that guy. I'm not reading your comments right now because I'm afraid to die. If I run away, Trebek. There we go. But yes, I feel like in the beginning, even around like Burning Crusade, or not Burning Crusade, in Wrath of the Lich King, if they would have added, you know what, even Cataclysm, in the beginning of Cataclysm, if they had high elves as a playable race, people would have loved it and understood it. Wait, I could just taunt this guy, can't I? People would have loved it. But now, if you add in high elves, no one knows what that is. No one understands the story. No one... It's less than half of the player base that really cares about the story anymore. Alliance is better than Horde. It's stuff like that that makes why Blizzard doesn't do that. No. It's also funny because the only difference between high elves and blood elves is just the colors of their eyes, is what people usually say. But if you look deep into the story in Burning Crusade, when you make a blood elf, there's spirits of high elves, and you know how blood elves look different from night elves? It was the night elf model, but with human skin colors. It looked really weird. They look like they're ghosts, but they look really weird. Okay, I need to kill this guy. And I hope that guy doesn't come towards me. If there was a way to get people back into the story... Oh my gosh, I didn't realize how low I am. And... There we go. If there was a way to get the story back into people caring about it, I feel like Blizzard could get way more done. But people don't care about the story anymore. They became microtransactions, pay-to-play people that run dungeons and don't care about anything else. They're caring way too much about mid-maxing. And once gamers start caring about mid-maxing in a game, it destroys the gameplay. Because you're not there for the story anymore. You're there for the titles, the loot, the money, the gold, the status, the achievement. You're not there for the heart of the game. And then once Blizzard and game companies realize you're just there because you want higher number than other person, then that just ruins the game, because now you're just here for, you know what, all this that you see on the screen right now, just change it to ones and zeros. That's all you need. Because right now you only care about numbers. I just want a bigger number than you. Why what's the story behind this guy? I don't care. It's a monster. How's my number doing? What's their number? Number. That's all I care about. And that's sad. That's sad when people shift their perspective from, this is an interesting story and a quest, and I get to like explore this cave that no one's probably ever walked through before, but because I'm a strong adventurer, I get to go through this cave and get rid of this threat that's causing terror to the little village nearby. Nope. It's no longer that. It's, hey, look at that number. Is my number better than that number? The only time story comes into place anymore that people genuinely care about is when you're about to run a dungeon or a raid and you try to figure out what the person that what the boss is and what their mechanics are. That's story now. Story is, what's the mechanics? Look at that person's mechanics. Left so many of them stranded in Alliance while Calthu lost and the Blood Elves went down to Outland. Bro, don't die while I'm gone. I was dying? Oh, like, I was dying. Okay. Nah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I ain't dying. And I feel like, you know what? I think Blizzard is realizing that problem with, now people are caring way too much about numbers. And it has to do with lore walking. Lore walking is trying to fix that old problem of, why do I care? Why should I care about this? And at first I thought lore walking was goofy and stupid. But that's because I knew the story. I know what's going on. Dang, she's got some nice mechanics. Yeah. Dang, see that girl? Look at those mechanics. But when lore walking first came out, I thought it was the goofiest, dumbest, useless thing ever. But then I need to look at it from a different perspective. Is that a lot of people don't know the lore, and it's for those people. Lore walking is for those people to discover and realize, why am I doing this? Which is funny because every time you do a quest, a little title comes up and says, hey, this is why I want you to do what you're doing. This is why I want you to collect 5 bear butts.
What's on your mind?
Dang, look at those mechanics. I'm glad that Blizzard is slowly realizing that the story is what saves and is World of Warcraft. Please don't kill me. I don't want to die. Lore walking seems like a nostalgia grab. Because they realize there's new stories are crap or lame. Again, I don't think it's like for nostalgia hits. Maybe for some people. But I think it has to deal with the player base that just doesn't follow the storyline. I think it's just a reason for people to understand the story, so you're not just doing, look at that mechanic. It's now, that's an interesting mechanic because it has to deal with their connection to the void or something dumb. it reminds me of Thor Ragnarok, when Thor and Ragnarok is happening, and Thor looks at the big demon, and he's like, "But big monster," and he's like, "No, Crush." And he's like, "But big monster." That's players nowadays. Why are you running this raider dungeon? Who's the end boss? Big monster. I smash. Big monster. They should include Shadowlands. Especially with Arthas, to be pretty sure to left out that they turned into a wisp. Yeah. I really wonder what they're going to do with Shadowlands. There is ways to connect back the storyline back to Shadowlands. What is this? Oh, I wonder if that's just... Yeah, okay, never mind. Alright, I don't have to be here anymore. There is ways to connect the story back to Shadowlands, but I wonder if they'll even do it because of how much of the player base hates it. I was telling Dry, I wonder if they're going to create the new sword. Remember when Sargeras stabbed the planet, and then it became the joke of, Blizzard, what are you going to do with the sword? What sword? And they kept saying that. And now it's going to be, Blizzard, what are you going to do about Shadowlands? What's Shadowlands? Minus Sylvanas, because you know... Yeah, they say Sylvanas is coming back in the next expansion. And I wonder if that will happen. Alright, that requires a weapon, and I don't have a weapon. Let me hit button. I feel like they could easily... It's so hard to tell. Like, it has to deal with Chris Metzen. I think I'm just gonna try and run this out. This is a horrible idea. Oh gosh, I hope I live. I hope I live. I hope I live. I hope I live. Okay, if I see a critter, give me a critter. Oh, good thing they're slow. So, Chris Metzen, let's face it, a lot of the story goes through Chris Metzen. And then there was that time he left, and then Shadowlands came out. It makes me wonder, because you and I both know that when the story is written, they don't just write it one expansion at a time. They write ideas ahead of time. So you knew that Shadowlands was probably an idea on the whiteboard of ideas. But how much was flushed out with Chris Metzen around? How much you bet Sylvanas comes back and kills Xal'atath? I don't think Xal'atath will die by Sylvanas. I think Illyria will. And I think there'll be, like, if they bring back Sylvanas, like they're hinting, I think there'll be, like, a heart-to-heart with the sisters, and she's like, you are the Ranger General. Because in the lore, Illyria put down the title and gave it to Sylvanas, which was unheard of in Elven society. Another Windrunner. God, now there's 2 of them. Make it 3, because all 3 sisters are alive. There's 3 of you? Disgusting. And then from beyond the grave, the brother comes out. Make it 4.
Great to meet you.
What am I doing here? Convoy. Convoy. There is a convoy. This is why I should read. Convoy orders to mountaineer person. Do I just hand it into him? Is he in a cave? What was I talking about? I get easily distracted if you can't tell. You're a Windrunner. He's a Windrunner. I'm a Windrunner. He's Squidward. He's Squidward. You're Squidward. I'm Squidward. I really hope they don't make the Windrunner look like the Chosen Ones. Oh, that would be kind of lame. I hope it is a good joke to be like, if their brother comes as a ghost and says, "I'm here for you, sisters." I hope they don't do that, but it would be pretty funny if they did do that. What is going on? Where is Valgarum? Where's Valgarum? I wish I could mount, but I'm not level 10. I really hope they don't make the Windrunner. Oh, I already read that one. Oh yeah, story. Blizzard, story. Story fix. Fix make better. Make story good. I about left the game. Hey, a cloak. Violet robes. Look at me. I'm a Twilight cultist. Do I have to read the quest? I really don't want to.
I've the finest wares in the land.
I'm sure you do. Is it up the mountain with the trolls? At this point, I don't know how they can make it better. I don't see how they return. I'm like reading half and half. Hold up. Return Calthalos. It's gonna be an elf expansion thing. It will be an elf expand. I mean, they're really bringing elves to the front because in Dragonflight it was very elf expansion. Wait, was it Dragonflight? Yes, because of the world tree. They were doing a lot of elf stuff. They've been doing a lot of elf stuff. Okay, I literally have no idea what's going on. Wait, do I have to go in the cave? No way is the cave that deep. No way is this cave that deep. Maybe it is. I'll try it out. I'll enter it and take a look around. That shows you how much I put into questing with a dwarf. Red names everywhere. Blizzard. Is it going downhill? Oh no, I pulled 2. I was afraid of that. No. 3. I don't like this. I like how slow they walk. Oh no, they made me walk slow. Quickly, give me a rabbit. Give me a rabbit. Alright, let's try that again. I saw nothing wrong there. Everything went according to plan. I just have to do it slower. Gosh, I really don't want to go through this whole cave again. At least with Average Joe, I can feign death. Just run straight to the guy, feign death, you know, the usual. Oh, Angle, I was meaning to ask you, have you had a super... Wait, am I dying? Have you ever had a Super Ner'zhul Lich King who do you... Wait, what? If you had a Super Ner'zhul Lich King, who do you think he would resurrect into his undead army? I think... in-game they picked the perfect people for the 4 horsemen. But if I had to, like, pick... Do they have to already be dead? He's not in here. Where is he? Convey orders to Mountaineer Valgrim. Where's Valgrim? Is there the guy in here? He's right around the corner. There he is. That is not Valgrim. Okay. Where's Valgrim? They do have to be dead. Okay. That's difficult. Gul'dan, Garrosh, Kil'jaeden, Archimonde, and Manaroth. But I thought demons couldn't be undead. Or maybe I'm crazy. Like, yeah, they're kind of dead, but we didn't kill them. Like, when you kill a demon, they just go back to Argus. But I guess we did kill... Oh, a Super Lich King. I kind of like Gul'dan because he likes to whisper in the shadows. And if I can't find this Mountaineer, I'm just going to leave this quest and just move on. I'll find him somewhere else. Oh, but I have to finish this quest. Where the heck is this? Okay, forget it. I'm going to research it. This is kind of annoying me. Where is Valgrim? He's inside a cave? Forced to watch from afar. Yeah. He is inside the cave. Okay. Oh, man. This is going to take forever. Okay. Who would I pick for my undead army? Why is there no music? Or is it just off right now? Ner'zhul. You know, if I, like, he's Forsaken. But that one guy, Gunther Arcanus, that guy would be fun. Thank you, Gnome. No thank you, Gnome. I think I just have to get further in the cave. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Oh, this is extremely bad. Oh no, I should have waited. This was a horrible idea. Why would you guys tell me to... Oh my god. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, and that paladin dude was right there. If I just would have ran in deeper. No. This is so upsetting. Probably do Ner'zhul, Gunther Arcanus, Kel'Thuzad. Just a bunch of spellcasters. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I gotta know. Was he in the cave? This is annoying me. I gotta know if he's in the cave. This dumb quest that wouldn't let me advance. I hate this cave. I hate this cave. It's so annoying. I'd rather run the Fargo Deep Mine 100 times than deal with this cave again. Okay, so this guy is here. Oh man, I'm not close enough. They'll start to DC. Yeah. Attack me. Rope, shield, armor type, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Give me something. If I find this mountaineer in here, mother... You are the downfall. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate hate this guy. You are the downfall of society itself. I did die. I did die. I'm not going back in that cave. Well, either way, I have to delete this character. That's so annoying. At least I got a couple of transmogs out of it. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna do an elf next. Do a female elf next. No reason. I knew I should have done a monk. I knew I should have done a monk. Oh man. Elf, 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 elf. An elf from scratch? And do what? The same challenge? You just want me to run around as a naked elf. The whole point of the challenge is not to wear anything. Totally no reasons at all. Just an elf and female. LOL. How dare you? Exactly. Tell you what, I'll let you guys decide. Which race should I do next? How dare you assume I have a dirty mind? I'm offended. Okay, so you guys want an elf? Are you sure about that? Okay, an elf, male or female? Because I feel like that's gonna be the problem. Elf male. Curl knows that he can't say anything. Oh, this is funny. This is great. Dare I say. Oh, this is amazing. Should they be a monk this time? Well, fortune favors the bold. Female. Oh, we have a 50-50 split right now. We need a tiebreaker. Should I flip a coin? I don't have a coin around me. Should I spin a wheel? Whoops, hit the mic. Galdeos are dry. You know what? I'll message Deosa. That's a pretty neutral. I won't say anything. I'll just say male or female. That's all I'll say. It's just male or female. No context. If they respond. Dry has eyes everywhere. You have to be careful with Dry. If not, ask a random person, male or female. I don't think they'll understand. Oh, I have an idea. Ah, but no, wait, never mind. I can't do that. Dry may or may not have messaged me. Dry says male. This is goofy. So true. Can rock, paper, scissors. Chat rock, paper, scissors. Is that a thing? I wish that was a thing. Making a naked naked man just running around. Like with a dwarf, it's less weird. I don't know why, but like seeing a naked elf would be kind of weird running around. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel. Let's see if I can find that website. Does that show up? Or is that just gameplay? Oh, it's just gameplay. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it does show up. It would be less weird. Alright, ready? And it's a dude. Oh, it's so funny. Listen, I don't control the wheel. The wheel does it. I win. I admit defeat. What's crazier is I've made so many blood elves. I've made so many. Dry controls the wheel. You saw it yourself. Dry definitely controls the wheel. I've made so many blood elves. Look, it's already set to female. I'm kidding. Should I do monk this time? Or should I do warrior? Because this class was made for no weapon. But warrior was made, you know, you have to have a weapon. Try a monk. He would just be a naked monk. That would be pretty funny, to be honest. If I do a monk, we all good with this? His face, so bad. Should make an elf character. So I can send my human character elf clothing. That sounds interesting. Wait, is there transmog on your realm? What was I gonna do? His name. Bucknack. Gotta love the music.
The past few years
All right.
unprecedented changes within the eternal land of Quel'Thalas. The Blood Elves, following the will of their crazed leader Kael'thas Sunstrider, channeled dangerous, chaotic magics to transform their sacred Sunwell into a gateway of unspeakable evil. While Kael'thas and his demonic masters were eventually defeated, a different kind of transformation occurred
okay.
in the Sunwell itself, as a dying Naru sacrificed its life essence to reignite the Sunwell into a fount of holy energy. Now, the Blood Elf regent Lorthamar Theron sees a new hope on the horizon for his people. Over time, the Sunwell's light could cure the Blood Elves of their cursed state, but many still cling to the arcane powers they've procured and are hesitant to relinquish them. As one of the remaining Blood Elves, you must fight to protect Quel'Thalas and help redeem the soul of your ancient people.
Wow, there's a lot of Blood Elves here.
Glory to the Sindorai. Shorel Oran.
Oh, before I start, log out. No. Here we go. Say goodbye to that clothing. This doesn't deal damage. No. One beneficial effect. Will I make it further on this character? Who knows?
I have one-of-a-kind items. Salama Ashalamore.
He saved his people. Of course he saved his people. It's his people. Wow. He does hit harder, but boy does he have no health whatsoever. Hey, another voice. A new voice in my head? Hi, all. Robert, what's up? Way to be a new voice in my head. You know, this whole zone's gonna be different. With the new Midnight expansion, they're gonna revamp this entire zone. And I believe the half of Silver Moon that we get through. A new neighbor. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. No. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna die. Where did this person come from? That's not fair. Way to distract me. Okay. But Silver Moon. One half is already for the Horde, and the other half is kind of for questing. So I think this half will be the half that we allow the Alliance in. That's just what I assume. I don't know. No way to embarrass yourself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What, you think I'm a professional? Of course I'm not a professional. I'm just a dude disguised as a dude playing another dude. What's this? A kick. So weird. Let's move that up there, do that. Okay, let's go kill some kitties. Who's ready for midnight? Oh wow, that hits hard. I am not killing that big of a pack. Honestly, after all this time, I'm surprised the relationship with the Alliance and the Blood Elves never healed, especially during the whole Garrosh stuff. I think the major problem between the Horde and Alliance for the Blood Elves still goes back to the Night Elves and how the or technically High Elves, how the High Elves broke off from the Night Elves, and it was seen as like a big disgrace. I think that's why they're still fractured. I guess there is some time in between where now the Blood Elves could connect with the Alliance, but I think the Night Elves are still angry about it because it's the elf thing to do. Garethos and the Night Elves. See? Yeah. Yep. The culling of the dream did not help. Yeah. So it's the little things. Does anyone know what's up with these people? Is this like a little hint towards something? I never understood it. These little girls, they say something every once in a while. And I think this is supposed to be their dad. Yeah. Is this a thing? Oh, what the heck? And then he falls back asleep. What the heck? It was a dream. Amethyst, Blood Mist, Zanger Marsh, Shadow Moon, Almond. Like Almond Thule? Zuldamon. He's dreaming of the wars? But why is he thinking about the Azure Mist and Blood Mist Isles that are all the way over here? Why is he thinking about over here? Children? Yes, children. The other ones I understand. Can you really hear the ocean from seashells? Yes, you can, Tiny Nova. If you're wondering... Wow, 5 voices in my head. If you're wondering what's going on, I'm trying to see how far I can get without any weapons or gear. And we switched to a monk. We originally did a warrior. I died because of a stupid cave. We're not here for now. Is he dreaming about, like, the war? Or is there, like, a magical connection between, like, the ley line energy? But then he would have probably brought up other locations. What is this? Roll. See, this feels very overpowered. I like it. Honestly, I always thought the Night Elves had more in common with the Horde than the Alliance, especially with Thrall's Horde being more shamanistic. The split with that one was when a group of the... I'll say, like... It's so hard when you say Horde versus Horde. So, the old Horde is the bad Horde. The new Horde is Thrall's Horde, like Doomhammer's Horde, that tried to do, like, they just want to find a place on this planet. And the new Horde, when they came over to Kalimdor, Thrall set them up over here where it's basically a desert. And some orcs branched off and wanted to go up to Ashenvale to get resources. And the Pit Lord showed up again and was like, hey, you want some more demon blood to help you fight? And then they caused a war with the the Night Elves. So that's why there was such a split between why the Horde and the Night Elves don't like each other, is because they literally had a big battle over trees. Now, after the fight, when that Pit Lord was stopped and that small fraction of orcs that did drink the demon blood, I feel like Thrall could have came to an understanding with the Night Elves in the area, but they never did until Cataclysm, when some Tauren went to go speak on behalf of the Horde, but some Twilight cultists interrupted the meeting, and that caused a huge problem. When the Warsaw clan killed the Centaurus, that was Gromhel's scream. Was it just the Warsaw clan? I thought it was more coming together. Oh, did they straight up kill Centaurus? I thought he was still alive. Or did he run away? He's still alive, I swear. Or did someone bring him back? No, it was just the war song. They drank the blood. Oh, okay. And he died. I thought he was still alive. He's still alive in the Emerald Dream, isn't he? He's like over Mia during like a party. He's like chilling out. Or am I thinking of another guy? Yeah, but not in the overworld. But what I pointed out wasn't in the overworld. Wait, is there two of him then? One that manifests in the Emerald Dream? The Emerald Dream is so confusing. Demigod Centaurus, son of the dragon. Okay. That shows you just how much I need to watch a Warcraft playthrough. Didn't he also almost get corrupted? No, I was thinking of someone else. Never mind. Scratch that. What a lovely place to be. I don't see what the problem is. They say that there's a curse in this area where it's eternally fall, but to be honest, I would not mind living here. I don't see how that's a curse. Centaurus is an ancient demigod who fought alongside the Night Elves during the first invasion of the Burning Legion in the War of the Ancients. Yes. But I thought he was still alive. Ow. Because then he had over Mia? No. Mia. Yes. Where's the lady? What? I thought she was here. Who am I thinking of? The Wailing Caverns. Maybe it was... It wasn't Dire Mall. Not Raid. Dungeon. Classic. There's the lady. The big stone lady. Am I dumb? Where the heck is she? There, this lady. Him, Centurius, and this lady had kids, and then they became the centaurs that you fight in Kalimdor. He did have a daughter, I think. Yeah, I think he had, like, a daughter of the Emerald Dream, but he had, like... He created the centaur people with this lady. I guess they just killed a form of him, because he does come back. Who else thinks Malfurion should do more? It's always funny how in the lore, Malfurion does a lot. He does a lot of powerful, strong stuff in the lore. But in-game, and throughout the expansions, he does nothing. It was Grom that killed him. Ah. Good old Grom. Whoa, was not expecting that. I've never made a monk before. All kind of new to me. I think I made a monk once, and that was it. Oh, is that just a healing ability? Interesting. Thinking about making another meme movie poster, Beauty and the Demon Hunter. Beauty and the Demon Hunter. Alright. Oh, I'm done. Need to collect the stuff now. Tale as old as Azeroth. The War of the Ancients. Beauty and the Demon Hunter with Malfurion watches in the corner. Oh, you know Malfurion watches. That reminds me, Dry and I, we made a joke that I cannot speak about on YouTube guidelines, but it's funny. Yes, you can say that in the comments, blank chair, but I'm not allowed to say it because I'm afraid of the backlash. And we believe that Tyrande has a collection, one of the largest on Azeroth, because Malfurion is just always sleeping. Y'all can decipher that yourself. Killing people. Killing people. I think they figured it out. Doesn't mind since the Emerald Wet Dream. Yeah, that would, honestly. I have to be so careful what I say. It's painful. In real life, I actually curse a lot. Like, a lot. And, I want to make sure that I don't expect a clean audience, but I expect YouTube to send people over instead of thinking that looks bad. Jade Lightning. Huh, interesting.
What business have you? Time is of the essence.
Ayo hey, ayo hey. I've been trying not to as much since I have a nephew. Yeah. I feel sorry if I ever have kids in the future, because it just takes one time to say one curse word, and it'll be forever their word. That's the problem. Wow, look at all this amazing gear. It's so weird having a class where I don't have to have a weapon. Oh! Ah! Ah! What the? What? Alright, gonna take that off over here. Was not expecting that. Cool. Wonder what Tyrande's body count is with Malfurion being asleep. See, that's just it. She's so good to her husband. She would never cheat on him. I don't think she's ever been with anyone else except for Malfurion. But toys, on the other hand, that's that's another thing. Not a fan of Jade Lightning. It's probably good for like multi-hits. I think if she ever cheated with anyone, it was probably Illidan. Yeah, see? Literally right there. No, she's got to try Illidan at least once. This would be a discussion made perfectly for Dry. Illidan has been trying to get with her for the longest time. Why Dry? Because whenever we're driving around, I don't know why, but the conversation always goes back to like Illidan and Malfurion and Tyrande, and like how Illidan is sadly just he's the what's the word I'm looking for? Illidan is the try-hard what's that word? Friend, not friend with benefits. It's just a friend. Just a guy friend. Simp, yes, perfect. Illidan could have had many women over the years, but it wasn't. Yeah, it's so true. Especially to be chicken blocked by your own brother. That's got to be crazy.
Your friends will not long mourn your passing.
I always love how you have to collect the guy's head, but there's multiple adventures that come up here, and they all collect the guy's head. How many heads does this guy have? Gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not simp. It's like before simp came out. It's gonna annoy me. I'll say it. Was that one Naga lady super into him before they turned into Naga friend zone? The one that they escaped with to Outland? Because you don't mean, like, the highborn queen herself, because she was into no one. The only one that she was into was herself. Lady Ajara. Queen Ajara. But there was the other Naga lady that joined Kalthos and Illidan to Outland. She could have had a crush on him.
Victory lies ahead. Keep your wits about you.
What's this? Knocks down all enemies. Oh. That's pretty good stun. No, that's Lady Ajara, the leader of the Highborn. There was the one that had a super city. Wait, what? That was Queen Ajara.
Yes.
She was the one that signed the deal with N'Zoth to turn her people into Naga. Dude was ripped and had power, honestly, fame. Was there ever a time where Tyrande and Illidan ever kissed? Because, like, she's done a lot for him. She's helped him get out of danger. She's broken him out of jail. You ever think that he tried to kiss her, like, after she did that for him?
Your gold is welcome here.
Or maybe I'm just crazy.
Be ready for anything.
From what I can tell, no, but their books I haven't read, so I don't know. I'll have to ask Dry. It was funny, though. No, she wouldn't do that to her hubby. Aw. But I bet she's thought about it. Especially before going into his full demon form. Because there's like stages of how much power he's gotten. No, she wouldn't. I already read that. I think it's funny how, you know for a fact, Illidan still loves her and still tries to get with her. I think that's funny.
Anaria Shola, be ready for anything.
I bet in his mind, he's like, I'll be able to get her. Elves live for a very long time. I bet without a doubt in my mind, he thinks that they can still be together. We've only known each other for 10,000 years. That's nothing. Where'd he get the crystals? The portal key crystals? He stole them from demons.
Our enemies will fall. The reckoning is at hand.
Where'd he get the crystals? Would've the Outland Alliance people, Kalthos Illidan. Everything went right with them? Oh, like the third faction. If they had more time. But you know what? No. I was about to say, if they had more time before the portal opened, they could have actually gotten real work done. But I take that back, because with the reopening of the portal for Night Elves to come in and make the journey through Outland to get to the Shadow Moon Temple to become a demon hunter, that's when the pace started to really pick up. No, we're gonna give crystals to Illidan's family so he couldn't say goodbye. Where we give the crystals to Illidan's family so he could say goodbye. I don't remember that quest. Or maybe I do.
Glory to Sindora.
Here, have a shiny crystal. Kelthos cured his people. Illidan got his operation of demon hunters. Lady. It was in Legion. Astrai. Alright.
The eternal sun guides us.
The problem with Kalthos was, in the beginning, he definitely wanted to find a cure for his people. I'll agree with that. And he wanted... He quickly fell to Fel because it was a quick energy resource that they could easily transfer to. But after a while in Outland, I don't think he genuinely cared about finding a cure for his people back at home. I think he just wanted to find more power for himself and the elves that were with him in Outland. Like, all these blood elves out here, I don't think he honestly cared about them after he left. He did care about them originally, but quickly, very quickly, turned towards going to another planet to try and find a resource for their people. That seems kind of weird, don't you think? You'd think that he would have stayed at home. Whoops, not Draenor. He would have stayed at home and tried to work on the well. But instead he didn't. He went to Outland to escape Garithos. But it's more than just that. I think, at least. He couldn't, since Silvermoon was under the control of the undead. That's true. Alright, I'll give you that. It is crazy how many times the Scourge has taken control over a city, and then they just leave it because of Arthas losing control over them. And then it falls back under control of someone else. I think what really shocks me is how much the... not Burning Crusade. The Scarlet Crusade members have taken over so much land and has lost so much land. I don't think anyone living in Silvermoon and his people lived. I thought he and the Blood Elves came back after Warcraft 3. I thought he just took a fraction, like a percentage of the elves with him, and no one came back. I could be wrong. But yes, this side of Silvermoon, I think, will be open to the Alliance. And it's the other side that will stay true to the Horde. The undead swept into Calthulos and killed anyone in their way. And then the Scourge stayed behind as Arthas made his way to Northrend with Calthuzad. Oh gosh, there's so many people here. They're like cockroaches. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm out of here. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope. No, nope, nope, no, nope, nope, nope. Fight me. Fight me. Okay. How am I gonna do this? Well, no, first Arthas had to go take some orcs, talk to Archimonde to get Medivh's spellbook, Kel'Thuzad to summon him into the world. Yeah, but that was after going to Delaran. I did not want to do that. Gosh, so many people get pulled. Okay, if I can just kill a couple, and then I can roll away, right? I can roll away. I just need to kill this guy, loot him, run, and roll. Roll away. Roll away. Alright. This is what we call elite gamers. He went to Delaran to get Medivh's spellbook. Yes. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't like this game anymore. I thought they got the book to open up portals in Outland. Or that was the second time that they went back. He attacked the Black Rock orcs in the mountains and used the Demon Gate to contact Archimonde. I thought that happened the second time. Oh, there's so much trash. Get your dang trash off my roads. How many more of these do I have to kill? 3. Okay. Much better. For those of you that are joining and don't understand why I'm skirting around everything, it's because I only have 210 health. Because Illidan's super earthquake spell cracked the Lich King's ice tomb, making the power diminish. That I really didn't know. I just thought his power got diminished because of the fight with Illidan. I thought when he went up to Northrend, he got he ran into Illidan, and then they fought, and then he got severely damaged, lost control of the Scourge, had to go to the crown, or the throne to replenish
Enemies will fall.
his control with the Scourge. Because the Lich King's Ner'zhul's power was damaged in Illidan's earthquake spell. Interesting.
Our enemies will fall. Farewell.
Which also lets Sylvanas break free from the Forsaken. Yes. Finally, I get out of here. Take a look at this zone, guys. Because it's about to change. I would not be surprised if they completely remade this whole entire area with like new housing and shopping departments. Put a little Kohl's cash over there and a Goodwill over there. Maybe a Dave and Buster's right there. I wouldn't be surprised. All right. Oh. Oh, I thought I was level 10 for a second there. I was like, what am I doing? I can mount, but I can't. I can only roll.
The dark times will pass. Shoreloran.
There's a dirty dwarf up here. At least I think it's a dwarf. Yeah, this guy. He's dead right now, but he should be alive. Dirty dwarves. Never trust a dwarf. Even though I just got done making a dwarf. Never trust a dwarf. But it damaged Ner'zhul enough that he had Arthas come back to take up the mantle of the Lich King in the Ice Tomb. Interessante. Sail away. Sounds good to eat. Illidan then tried again invading Northrend with the Naga the Blood Elves to take Ner'zhul directly. Wait, when was that? Oh. That was... Okay, yep. You lost me, but only for a second. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm here. It is almost time for me to get off, so I'm thinking about food. I'm really hungry, but I'll keep playing. Don't worry.
Farewell.
I'm still here. Everything's fine. What is this? Healing me. It's a healing thing. Heal, heal, heal. Heal, heal, heal. Alright, let's kill people. Archery failed. This earthquake failed. Interesting. Colonel, what sounds good to eat? And you can't say dirt. Dirt's not allowed. Fish? Fish? Where do I live? Canada? Fish. Like sushi? Like raw fish? Oh, before you go... Champion Light, I was thinking the Light Army, Kel'Thas, Admiral Pradmore, Grom Hellscream, and Varian Wryn. I don't know about Grom joining. Champions of the Light. I feel like Grom would fit perfectly for using light power because he's very like. The orcs would be very strong with using the light if they used it correctly. But Grom joining up with like Proudmoore and Kel'Thas, and especially Varian, I highly doubt it. I'm on a diet right now, so meh. That'd be crazy to see Lightforged orcs. Bring us Lightforged orcs. Bring us Lightforged everything. Oh, and Sourfang. I could see... when in the lore is this? Oh my gosh! What? What killed me? I healed. Did I kill myself? Wait. Expel negative energy chi, healing me, and dealing 10% of the amount of healing and nature damage to the enemy within... Yeah, but that didn't hurt me. I healed myself. I healed it. What? What? $93 overkill? What? That's cheating. Shadowlands. Oh my gosh, what? What? But they probably wouldn't be on the same island. All those characters wouldn't see each other unless the islands were connected. I can't believe it. That was bull. I want a replay on that. What? That, what? At least the dwarf got almost to level 10. I am so impatient. I just want to keep fighting, but I know I should be healing. I hate this so much. This just keeps getting harder. Alright. I'm leaving. I am officially rage quitting. Goodbye. What if Arthas returned and became a champion of the light? That would be awesome. I would genuinely like that. People are actually theory crafting that Arthas will come back in the next expansion, but I don't think he will. But that would be kind of interesting because the last time we saw him, he was just a ball of light. But the way that they would connect it is because when Frostmourne kills someone, it splits their soul. So we could probably get the other half of Arthas' soul instead of the one that was a wisp.